Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing an update on my most viewed video, which is the DIY crate. You guys know these typical crates right here. You can do all kinds of cool stuff to them, attach stuff to them, and you guys are also familiar with the old 3-stack kind of crate. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be basically building a Lego type crate. We live in an RV full time, and sometimes you just need to save space. A lot of my gear stays in that toolbox and you just need to collapse space. So I'm building a Lego type collapsible DIY fishing crate today. Let's do it. So the cool thing about this project is you don't need much. I'm using a clever made collapsible crate, and all you need is some night-eyes gear ties, a few zip ties, and a pair of snippers. That's about it. So as you can see right now, I am looking for a location to attach the yak gear pouch to. This is something that's going to be able to collapse once I break it down. So this is the only portion of the project that I'm using zip ties for. So I'm using 4 skinny zip ties to zip tie this yak gear pouch on there. And what's cool is that this will be able to still collapse even with this pouch on here. It's some thin fabric, so it won't do too much harm when collapsing it. So that's what I did with this first step right here. So going into the next section, I'm using a Burley Pro side bro. I attached some black zip ties to the ends so that I can use some night-eyes gear ties to secure the Burley Pro side bro to the crate. You need about 4 gear ties to do this. And what's cool about this is you can put your pliers in there, your fish grips, some lures, or whatever you want to do, and it's super strong just like that. Moving on to the next portion of the crate build. I disassembled my rod holders and I'm going to look for a place to put them. So you can mount these inside or outside. I wanted to mount them inside because I'm going to be using them on my inflatable kayak, and on that particular setup I like to have my rods on the inside of my crate. And that's why I did this system, because I wanted everything to be modular and to be able to go from kayak to kayak, setup to setup, and you can move things around, you can take things away that you don't need for that trip. Maybe you want to go super light. So right now I'm putting my gear in. So I got my pliers, my fish grips. I'm going to throw some baits in there, just a few right there that I know I'm going to be using for that day, so I don't have to go in my tackle box right up front. I'm going to throw some leader in there, just a few extra gear ties, because those things always save my butt on the water whenever I'm doing something. And let me throw my Cajun popper in there, you know, for the trout. It's trout time over here in Louisiana. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get all my boxes, some lures, my hard baits. I've got my shrimp box and also my first aid kit and prepared box right there. The idea is that this thing can collapse and be modular. So it can take about, less than a minute to undo everything. You know, the 4 gear ties for the Burley Pro side bro, and the 4 gear ties for the rod holders. You can put more rod holders if you want, but this is just the way I have it set up for this particular build. So, hope you guys enjoyed this project. So if you're still watching this video, I wanted to talk about exactly why I designed the crate with like the night-eyes gear ties, and like why I actually did that. Are you really saving space? Do you really need to break it down like that? And here's the idea. Though I need to save space, it doesn't save like a ton of space. But the idea is that I moved from a kayak to an inflatable kayak, to sometimes going on my friend's boat, to going on a friend's kayak, from going from saltwater to freshwater to whatever. And my current crate, my old crate right here, everything's bolted down, nothing's modular. So I wanted to build something that maybe I only needed 2 rod holders. Maybe I didn't need that Burley Pro thing, side bro, because this one kayak doesn't fit it right, or whatever the case is. I can just play with it like Legos or Connects or whatever, and just kind of build what I want, move things around. And yeah, just whatever comes up when I'm heading towards a new kayak, or from one kayak or the other. My crate, I can kind of play around with and design it. The rod holders can go on the outside, they can go on the inside. You're not stuck to just one thing. So all that gear is pretty strong. That crate's pretty strong, that collapsible crate. The gear ties are pretty strong. So yeah, just mess around with it. We're kayak fishermen and we like building stuff and messing around. So that's my take on my upgraded DIY crate, and I hope you guys like it. Give it a share, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.